Okay, welcome back. Now we're going to be looking at dividing negative decimals, and this is very similar to the processes that we used for dividing decimal numbers in the past, but now we're just going to make sure our signs are correct. So let's get started with A and work through the steps. So we have minus 7.2 divided by 0.6. Alright, when we're doing these problems, we're trying to get the divisor or the numerator to be a whole number. And so to do this, we're going to essentially multiply both sides of the division problem by powers of 10 until we have this divisor as a whole number. Now, because of this, we need this 0.6 to be a 6. We multiply this by 10, but we have to do the exact same to the other side. And we end up with minus 72 divided by 6. And this will give us our answer. We don't have to undo this step. And the reason this occurs is, well, we can demonstrate it using equivalent fractions. So 1 over 2, if I multiply both of these by 2, I end up with an equivalent fraction. And the equivalent fraction will be 2 over 4. It still means a half, and if I did the division problem, it would still result in me getting 0.5. But I can use this to change our division problem into simpler numbers. So I'm doing the exact same thing here. All I'm doing is, instead of this 1, it's a 7.2, and instead of this 2, it's a 0.6, and I'm multiplying both by 10 in order to get better numbers to do the division problem with. Okay, now that that's done, we can do negative 72 divided by 6. Now, a negative divided by positive is going to be negative, and 72 divided by 6 is going to be 12. Okay, next up we have B. So we have 4.5, and we're going to divide this by minus 1.5. Now, we know it's going to be negative because it's a positive divided by a negative. You should just get minus 3. Alright, let's look at C. So for C, we have negative 3.84, and we are dividing it by minus 0.8. Now, because it's a negative divided by a negative, we're going to end up with a positive. Now, that means we can do just positive numbers for our division. So if we set this up as a division problem, we can do 8 into 38.4. Just remember, all I'm doing here is multiplying both of these particular parts of the division problem by 10, so that our divisor is now a whole number. Okay, in doing this, I can ask myself, well, how many times does 8 go into 38.4? We'll start off with, how many times 8 go to 38? It goes in 4 times. Right, leaving us with 64, or 6.4 left over. And then how many times does 8 go into 64? Well, it goes in there 8 times. And we're left with 0. So the end result of this is going to be 4.8. Alright, here's a couple for you guys to practice, so just give the video a pause, give them a go, and then I'll solve them. Alright, let's get started. So for D, we have minus 6.3 divided by 0.7. So let's first up just consider the sign. We have a negative divided by a positive, which means we'll end up with a negative at the end. Now, we're going to multiply both sides of this division problem by 10, so it will be minus 63 divided by 7. And if you know your multiplication tables, you'll know that 7 goes into 63 9 times, so this is actually minus 9. Alright, next up we have 9 divided by negative 3.6. Now, it's positive divided by a negative, so we know our answer must be negative, and we just need to make our divisor into a whole number. So we're going to multiply both sides by 10, and we'll get 90 divided by 36. Right, so if we turn this into our little long division problem, 36 into 90, well, that goes twice, minus 72, and we're left with 18. Put down the decimal place, turn this into 180. How many times does 36 go into 180? Well, it goes in there 5 times. So that means our answer is minus 2.5. Alright, let's make some space. Finally, we have f. We have minus 5.5 divided by minus 1.1. Now, and negative divided by a negative is just a positive, and in your head you can see that 1.1 will go into 5.5 5 times, so this is just 5. Obviously you can set this up as our division problem as before, with 55 divided by 11, put the 11 out the front, put into 55, how many times does it go in? 5. Exactly the same thing, it's just how much you're comfortable doing. Okay, that's it for this video. Hope it was helpful, and I will see you in the next one.